Okay, welcome to this module where we're going to be talking about the effective trader's mindset. Okay, how to develop a winning mindset in cryptocurrency. Trust me, we have a lot of people wanting to learn about cryptocurrency, but not all of them would end up becoming successful. Not because of cryptocurrency does not really have the capacity to make everybody who picked interest in it to become successful, but because of the different mindset that we all approach the market with. People that are actually making money in cryptocurrency today are people that approach the mindset from a unique mindset, from a unique point of view. And from my studies, I've looked at all the people that have been successful or that people that I look up to who are very, very successful in cryptocurrency trading. And some of them have some of the key elements I'm going to be sharing with you in this particular modules. Okay, so of course, sit tight, have your writing materials, and enjoy the ride, right? So let us go. Now, what is the mindset? We say how to build a winning mindset, right? But then what is that mindset in the first place? Of course, mindset refers to your opinion or belief about cryptocurrency. I know that a lot of you that are actually buying this particular or actually watching this particular course at this moment have different opinion for coming into the cryptocurrency industry. You want to just come and make money. Yeah, a lot of people just have a lot of mindset. And then one of the or three of the mindset that I know that some people actually come into this particular session with is number one, cryptocurrency. They look at cryptocurrency like a Ponzi scheme, something that they can just come and then put 10,000 naira today and tomorrow they have gone out to 20,000 naira. Something that doubles their money. And that is a mindset that is very, very corrupt. And if you're coming to cryptocurrency with that kind of mindset, there is no way you're going to succeed. Because the sooner you begin to look at cryptocurrency like every other business that you come, learn about it, invest your time before you begin to see profit, the better for you. Because of you see people sharing results up and down does not mean that cryptocurrency can guarantee that kind of immediate life today. Of course, there's always an exception. When we are saying cryptocurrency is not a Ponzi scheme, this that somebody wants to challenge me and say, but I know somebody that does not know anything about cryptocurrency and made money. Of course, there are people that make money like that. Even the normal business, there are people that they just random luck. But the question you need to ask yourself is how consistent is that? How many people have you seen on the road that randomly became successful trading cryptocurrency? Nobody became randomly successful. There's always a process, and that process is everything but not a Ponzi scheme. So if you're here thinking maybe you can just come to cryptocurrency with your 20K, with your 100K, and the next day you're going out to 200K, I'm sorry to disappoint you, but you're definitely not going to make progress in this particular industry. Of course, at first you might have what we call beginner's luck. You might put the money and then boom, you're going to get profit. Jesus, this is how easy it is to make money in cryptocurrency. If you begin to think, okay, let me go and sell a property. If I put the money here, or let me go and invest my school fees. If I put the money here, at least before this I don't get double. That's the wrong mentality. And it's going to crash any chance, or it's going to ruin any chance of you becoming successful as a trader. And that's another opinion or belief people normally have about cryptocurrency is cryptocurrency is a get rich quick scheme. You'll be like, more the way I feel. Yes, of course, cryptocurrency can give you some quick money, no doubt. But then there's always a see before it begins to give you that kind of quick money back, there's that particular period of effort I need to apply. Everybody that made money, of course, cryptocurrency has been through financial freedom within the shortest period of time. But there's always a point of effort. There's that moment where they burnt the midnight candle. There's a lot of young people today coming to crypto, not just young people, old people to come to cryptocurrency, and then they feel like cryptocurrency is their fastest route out of poverty. That without any interest to learn or do anything, they're already thinking of how they have already started thinking of houses to buy. It's good to have that kind of thoughts. But if you're not thinking of the how you can get the right knowledge that can make that your thought become a reality, then there's a problem. It's not just enough to think about cryptocurrency as a get rich quick scheme. Think of how you can actually dedicate your time or give yourself to the process, right? And that opinion people use normalize that crypto is a guesswork. Somebody will come to my WhatsApp. Maybe when I share my result on my WhatsApp, someone will come and be sharing for me result and be like, boss, what I did, like I was okay, let me see your chart, and they'll be like, I just hear this and then I say, let me take it. I say, and because of how it rewarded them, they would think maybe that is how cryptocurrency works. That you need not to know anything, you don't need to dedicate your time to anything because of how it. Now you see that is a misconception about cryptocurrency, or that is one of the biggest challenges I have about cryptocurrency. Anybody can literally make money in cryptocurrency. You can just go because of how easy it is to download a Binance, verify your Binance, fund your Binance, and buy collect. There's no any serious procedures for you to start trading cryptocurrency. Unlike real estate, before you buy real estate, you must first of all make one or two connections like that. If you understand how complex this kind of business are, other business models are a bit complex to start. When I say cryptocurrency, the moment you have your phone, go on Google's Play Store, download your Binance. You can literally start buying cryptocurrency with zero knowledge. All you need to do is know how to fund your account and press the buy button. And because of doing that, it is possible that when you're buying, it's possible that the market might just pump in your favor and you're going to make money. So a lot of people tend to underrate the necessity to have what knowledge. So they think that cryptocurrency works based on guesswork, or the thing that maybe some of us are doing are just what guessing our way through to profitability. But I want to caution you now that you're starting this particular your journey now. Cryptocurrency is not in any form of guesswork. Of course, as you begin to progress in the course, you're going to see how some of us arrive at our decisions. If I tell you, okay, I take this particular trade, I can actually prove or justify why I took that trade. I'm not going to be like, people they take and my mentor say let me buy. No, here I'm not going to teach you how to follow your mentor. I'm going to teach you how to follow your own analysis, right? So these are some of the mindset I want you guys to tell you what have at the back of your mind in order for you to profit or make the most out of the cryptocurrency industry. Okay, so having a positive mindset entails your ability to see yourself amassing generational wealth through crypto trading and investment by following the due process of wealth creation. Trust me, guys. I wish I had highlighted this following the due process of wealth creation. Now, a lot of people want to come into cryptocurrency, and somehow they think that cryptocurrency would make them to skip the process of wealth creation, but that's the wrong mentality, right? It's a very, very wrong mentality to think that because of they'll say that if you want to become a real estate agent, you need at least plus or minus 10 years for you to be able to gain massive traction and start, or for you to build any business. They'll say, look at Dangote. Dangote used 70 years. So people are already scared of that kind of long duration of time that you need to invest in learning. And then they'll think maybe cryptocurrency is something that will just come and then they can skip the process of wealth creation. No. See, every good thing takes time to build, right? Every good thing takes time to build. So even if you want to become a really, really successful crypto trader, have it at the back of your mind that there's a process that the process of wealth creation needs to be followed. Your ability to see yourself amassing generational wealth. See, if you cannot see yourself amassing generational wealth via cryptocurrency, I am sorry, but there's no how you can make money from it. Okay? Just like saying you cannot, you're scared of looking yourself like a wealthy person. There's no way you're going to become wealthy, because if you cannot imagine, nobody says you act like if you cannot imagine yourself being a wealthy person, then you'll not be able to attract the certain you're not able to should I say manipulate nature now, not really manipulate nature now, but you're not able to how like be in the best position or the right state of mind for you for you to attract that kind of results. So as a crypto trader, one of the things that's going to propel you into making the most out of the industry is your ability to imagine yourself acquiring or amassing generational wealth via cryptocurrency, following the due process of wealth creation. You're not here to skip anything. You're not here to just learn how to become wealthy in 3 months. Right? So there's only what a due process to wealth creation. So now, how do you develop a positive crypto millionaire mindset? Okay, because I know some of you like, okay, some of you might be feeling guilty now that you actually came here thinking cryptocurrency is a Ponzi scheme, or cryptocurrency is a get rich quick scheme, or cryptocurrency is full of guesswork. So you might be like, okay, so since that was what I had before, so now what is the new thing? How do I develop a better mindset that can help me function better in this industry? Because that's what I'm going to be explaining to you in the next couple of slides, right? So let's go now. Number one, patience. Okay, patience. Now some of these traits I'm going to be listing here now, these are things that you already know. Okay, so probably you know it in other industries and that you think it's not applicable to cryptocurrency, but it is. The ability to wait for analysis to play out or for your investment to be due for harvest. Trust me, guys, there are certain people that they will do now. Some of this, when I say analysis to play out, when you've already learned how to do analysis now, that's what you're going to become. You're going to understand that it's not just enough to just conduct analysis. Can you actually wait in knowledge that I need to give my analysis time to play out? Because a lot of people, because of how they think cryptocurrency is a get rich quick scheme, they want when they have done analysis, they want the analysis to play out in the next few minutes or the next few hours. I'm in that kind of situation. Like, okay, now this market is going to go up, and it's going to pump, and then I expect because I say it's going to go up, I want it to pump at that particular moment. It's not going to work like that. That is not how the market works, right? So you need to actually have the patience to wait for analysis to play out well, or probably have the patience to wait for your investment to be due for harvest. Now look at the image at the right side. That is what this is a future screenshot. Okay, this is a future market screenshot. Okay, this person was able to get 20,000% increase. That's 20,000% increase on his portfolio. So if you're in recent is what a 200x Meaning, if he had put $1, he should have gotten what, $200. Meaning, whatever amount of money he invested, he got 200 times of it. Someone will be like, Jesus, this is a massive profit, man. I'm going to soon get there one day. But can I tell you something? Two people can be giving the same analysis. One person would sell when he only has 50% profit, and somebody held to 20,000% profit. What is the difference? One person has patience, the other person does not have patience. So it's not about the analysis. The thing is that you have the patience to wait, because sometimes you can actually see the analysis playing out. And of course, when it's playing out, it does not mean that the market is going to go up in a straight line. It's going to go up, come down, go up, come down. Then you think maybe when the thing is going up, like, it's going up, going up, going up, and then when it begins to retrace, you be like, retracing, the market when they go down, you start to come out. You begin to have this kind of contemplation in your heart, because you don't really have an idea of patience. When you have the idea of patience, you'll be able to wait for analysis to play out well. You cannot cash out this big in cryptocurrency if you're yet to learn how to actually calm down and wait for analysis to play out well. People have been complaining that I wish I bought Bitcoin. Bitcoin was at $1. Can I shock you? If any of us, let me use myself for example, if I had bought Bitcoin at $1, I wouldn't have been able to hold Bitcoin to when Bitcoin sold at $10. I would have sold at $8. See, wait, buying Bitcoin at $1 and watching Bitcoin get to $8 is 8 times. You've made 8 times your money. That is someone will be like, oh, that is good profit. But look at where Bitcoin is today. Imagine somebody that bought Bitcoin at $1 and held till today, where Bitcoin is currently at $20,000. In fact, it got a time that Bitcoin got to $60,000. Imagine the kind of patience that was needed. It's not a common form of patience. It's an uncommon form of patience. So the more patient you are in this particular industry, the more money you're going to make in this industry. I'm an impulsive guy, somebody that like acting without even thinking. And trust me, guys, cryptocurrency is humbling me now. Because certain decisions that I took at the end of the day, I end up regretting it. Either I FOMO into the market by what I rush and sold my profit, my coins before I actually was started making profit. Right? So patience is very, very needed if you must succeed or if you must develop a healthy mindset as a trader. Right? So let us proceed. A practice. Okay? Practice makes perfect. Nobody became a genius by taking a course or learning from the best tutor. They practiced their way to mastery. And if somebody right here thinking that all I need, somebody's mindset to be like, all I need to succeed in cryptocurrency is having a great tutor to learn from. Beautiful. A great tutor can teach you how to become an excellent trader. But for you to become a king, for you to win and generate generational wealth for yourself, you need to practice your way to mastery. Regardless of who you learn from, if you don't practice, there's no way you're going to profit from the market. You know that a novice can teach you cryptocurrency, but if you practice so much, you'll be able to outshine somebody that was taught by a master yet refused to practice. Yes, it happens like that. So some of us have learned from the quackest person on YouTube. I don't know if the quackest is the correct English, but some of us have learned from the worst tutors on YouTube. But because of how we engage in the market, we practice so much, we've been able to command some form of results that even people that were taught by the best do not really have. What made the difference? Practice. So I wouldn't want to say practice makes perfect, but practice makes for continuous improvements, right? The more you practice, the more you become better. So now that you've gotten into my training session, you're going to understand that I keep on emphasizing the word practice, 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 practice. On average, there are days that I open my chart not less than 100 times a day. There are days that I spend virtually 10 hours on my chart. What am I doing? I'm trying to familiarize myself with the structures. I'm trying to study the market to be able to gain my own experience. Because they say the market is the best teacher. Regardless of what your mentor can teach you strategy, this, that, but there are certain information, priceless knowledge that can only be taught when you interact actively with the market. Your own personal experience, it will build your conviction, right? So don't come and think maybe learning from Opera is going to change your. No. You're going to change your life by practicing, right? Have a practice-oriented mindset, right? So consistency. Until you can afford the good life, never get tired of showing up regularly. See, I know a lot of people when you say practice, 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 the moment they sign up for this particular course, and the moment they have gotten this particular course now, for that first 1 week now, right? For that first 1 week now, they are so committed that they are always on their chart, practicing, like the motivation is high. That along like everything just cool. Because of course, nobody has motivation sustained for a long period of time. It goes up and down. So when the motivation goes, I see they'll just become nonchalant. Like the person that was previously asking questions just becomes cold all of a sudden. What happened? He has lost the touch of consistency. And of course, consistency is the key to success, right? So you must be consistent in practicing. consistent in showing up until you can afford the good. In fact, even after you've afforded a good life, you must continue showing up. Look at the people you admire today. Do they stop showing up? Do they stop creating content? Do they stop practicing? No. Though they're already made for life, but they keep on practicing consistent because they know that that is how the generational wealth keeps on building, keeps on accumulating. So nobody becomes what successful outside consistency. You can practice with so much intensity, but at the end of the day, if you're not consistent about it, you're not going to get any tangible results from this particular venture you're going to now. So be consistent. If you're going to be practice consistently. If you're going to watch videos consistently. Whatever you're going to do, engage with the market consistently in order for you to get consistent results. You don't want to get a one-night result, something that you cannot be able to replicate over and over again. Remember, they say consistently profitable, not just being consistent in the month of January and then February you're not consistent. No. We want it to be consistent. So the way you can get like it's vice versa. Consistent energy or consistent effort to learning bets consistent results, right? So let's make it a point of duty to be consistent. Have a consistency-oriented mentality, and of course, you're definitely gonna make crazy results. Okay, now the next one is what think big. Yeah, this is one of the most beautiful parts I love talking about. Be comfortable talking about big money because see, I don't expect you to come to cryptocurrency and you're telling him that you want to be making money to buy your handout or you want to make money to feed your family. Yeah, it's a good goal, but trust me, guys, it's an underrated goal. You're underrating the capacity of cryptocurrency. The money that is in future trading bar is you cannot imagine it. The money you can make, yes, you listen to me, the money you can make, you cannot imagine it. But how will you be able to imagine it if you're scared of thinking big? Look at this future result I shared there. This is somebody trading and then just he has a 13% increase in his portfolio. And look at the total amount of money that he had with 13% increase. 2.2 million US dollars. Now that's a 13% increase in his portfolio, and then that 13% increase in his portfolio gave him a profit of $2.2 million. Guys, I want you to think of how much he actually invested. So for you to be able to make, if 2%, 2.2%, if 13% of your portfolio is 2.2, it's like 13% of the profit of your portfolio, 13% increase. What am I trying to say here? Like, like I want you guys to see why you need to think big, because there's money to be made here. I don't come and be thinking of $100 investment. Yeah, it's good to start small, but it's a taboo. It's an error to think and remain small. So we convert it to me. So if you're around me and you hear me talk about billionaire, like I talk about money in billions of dollars. Recently, I was telling my friends that I'm going to trade someday. I'm going to open a trade with $1 million. My capital is going to be $1 million. In Nigerian currency, that's about 730 million naira. 730 million. You're like, this guy, they do pass yourself. If you in any way you feel like I'm being past myself, it means you have a problem. Because that mentality is going to stop you from actually getting the most out of cryptocurrency. See, there's a lot. See, what I've seen in my eyes in this cryptocurrency industry, but it's so big that now, but I look at it as much as sometimes because of how I grew up in Sapa and Sapa have choke me. I might be scared sometimes of thinking big, but I have to deliberately force myself to think big. Imagine a 13% increase in portfolio gave you $2.2 million. It means this is actually investing with nothing less than 17 million or 15 million or so. So check it, 15 million US dollars. Just convert it to Naira and see how much that is. Right? Convert to Naira and see how much that is. Somebody's going to open a trade. So if this person can actually do this, why can't you do it? They all started like that. Of course, this person might come from a different country, probably have better, probably had resources or so like that. But if they can get there, see, you can actually get there. There's nothing impossible. The only thing that is impossible is what you tell yourself. So for me, I've resorted to think big about money because just as you're learning from me now. You're learning from me now when I'm still at my humble stage, when I'm still learning, when I'm still growing. I'm not ashamed to admit the fact that I'm still growing, but I can guarantee that this is not where I'm going to stop. Just as you see me talking about big money today, that is how it's going to be a reality for me soon. Right? So I'm comfortable. Now when I say being comfortable, don't just be comfortable about or thinking big about the money you're going to make. Also think big about the money you're going to lose. Because imagine if this particular analysis went the opposite way. Imagine if it was a -2%, -13%. Now for someone who's in $100, -13% is just a very small amount of money. Like it's not so much loss now. But look at what someone else is doing. And this person is most likely in his early 30s or late 30s. But look at the amount of money he's controlling. So the thinking big does not just end in just thinking about the money you can make. Also think about the money you can lose. Because of course, For you to be a millionaire, it means at some point you must have lost millions. Okay, look at the Jeff Bezos, they're all billionaires, Elon Musk. These men they lose billions on daily basis. That is what actually qualifies them to be in the billionaire status. So it's not just being a millionaire and you're scared of losing millions. Of course, yeah, I don't say you should be a millionaire with 1 million and then you should go and lose the 1 million. I know it doesn't make sense. But if you have 1 million, in fact, you're having a 1 million, not as much as you're a low budget millionaire, you get. Now, when I say low budget, I'm not trying to sound as if the 1 million is not, it's big money. But I'm not sure that how I'm not how like to put this now, putting my mind to think big. Because in reality, 1 million naira is small. 1 million naira is barely $1,200. That's the small amount of money. Let's be sincere to ourselves. Yeah, some of us might not have it, no doubt. You might be struggling, no doubt. But if you have embraced a positive mindset in cryptocurrency, you're surely going to understand that amount of money. See, this is the money you can make in minutes in cryptocurrency. If and only if you have mastered the act very, very well. Right? So always learn to think big. Either in your terms of profit and terms of like make your mind not really so much make your mind begin to see look at the fact that you soon start losing millions and start making what millions too. You might make 100 million and you might lose 10 million naira. It's not going to be a big, you're not going to freak out because your mind has been expanded. So always think big, right? So let's proceed. Okay, profitability over perfection. Okay, stop trying to avoid the inevitable by trying to be perfect. When I mean avoid the inevitable means losses. There's certain people that once they start trading now, they want to be perfect. Like whenever they hit a stop loss, they're always angry. Like God, can I like maybe a single stop loss to make them feel like they're not good traders? No. Do you know that as you begin to progress, you're gonna understand that you can take 5 trades, lose 4 and get 1 correct. But that one you got correct will overshadow all the losses you've made and even give you more profit. Yes, it works that way. So it's not all about how many. Yes, in as much as it's good for you to win more, but then with a good risk management, you're going to be learning along the line. You're going to understand that perfection is not really what's going to determine your profitability in this industry. Don't come here with a perfectionist mentality. You must be perfect. No, you have to be profitable, not perfect. The goal is to remain consistently profitable, not perfect. Because if you keep on coming with a perfect mentality, right, you're going to keep on getting disappointed because no human is perfect. So whenever you now have a mistake now, instead of you to just smile over it and go away, because of your that kind of perfection mentality, it's going to prevent you from progressing, right? So just come and be at ease. I'm here for profitability, not perfection, right? So let us proceed. Trust your gut. Okay, if you properly train your gut or train yourself, if you properly train yourself, your instinct will begin to cooperate with you. We call it the gut analysis. Okay, don't mind my picture by the side there. Now, what is gut analysis? Now, the people that tell that the instinct is to tell that, like, let me use my boss, for example, Chris Annie. The time Chris Annie tell that he was sleeping and then he woke up and then his mind told him to buy this particular car because he's going to pump. Now, in as much as you might think maybe that is something that is happening randomly. No, it's not happening randomly. Mr. Christiani has trained himself in the sense that his whole body system now is beginning to cooperate with him. Now, that's what we call the subconscious mind. Sometimes you must have experienced this thing. Maybe you want to go to school and maybe something you've been thinking about, you've been pondering about it, and then even without you just woke up and then you be like, okay, guy, don't go to school today, or maybe you just have maybe you've been having a feeling that they're going to give a test in your class, right? Like nobody said there's going to give a test, but you just slept and woke up and you be like, this man might give a test. Just like that, your guts, your body just told that this man might. You just sense that this man might give a test, and then when you go to school, to your greatest surprise, they actually give a test. What happened there? It's not as if that they told you they were going to give, but your gut tend to suggest something to you. Now, why did it suggest to you that they're going to give you a test? Because you've been pondering about it. So this happen in cryptocurrency too. Your mind can begin, or your subconscious mind can begin to suggest you some of the possible things to take, some possible decisions to take in the crypto market. Not because of it's happening randomly, but because of you've trained your mind to the extent that your subconscious can now independently think for himself. Of course, it's not going to happen always, but most of the time it works. We've had situations where people say they slept and then when they woke up without even doing any analysis, they just felt like buying a particular coin. After they bought a particular coin, they made a good profit from it. What happened? They've trained their mind. Some people might be like, this is see someone that does not know about cryptocurrency, but there's no way his mind can tell him to go and buy a coin. Like imagine someone that have never heard of Bitcoin before. Can he just wake up one morning and his mind telling to go and buy Bitcoin? No. Because he does not even know about crypto. Yeah, he does not even know about Bitcoin. But the moment you have trained yourself, your mind now is now conscious of the fact that there's something called Bitcoin now. Even without doing any analysis, there are days you can just wake up. So though some people's own can be very, very extreme, like their guts can be very, very extreme. Like it suggests to them things like possible price actions. It tells them there are people like that. Okay, there might not be any logical explanation to this, but it happens. So if you're that kind of person, it can only happen after you've trained yourself. So train yourself to the extent that your instincts or your subconscious mind begins to cooperate with you. Now, to begin to tell some of this man so that you don't doubt it. Because if your instinct begins to cooperate with you, even if you're not going to take the trade at first, pay attention to it. So if your mind says, okay, maybe you're doing analysis and then be like, this coin will pump, this coin will pump. Just try and note it down. Even if you're not going to, just try and note it down. If it pumps, maybe if your instinct or your subconscious mind told you something's going to pump once and it did pump, it's okay, it happened once. If it happened again, it did pump. Then begin to your guts are beginning to tell something. Begin to trust your gut, because sometimes you might do analysis and then those things going to make you take that trade is when you trust yourself enough to take that trade. Because there are days whereby your mentor will tell that this price is going to go down, and you're going to do analysis, and then your analysis will tell that this price is going to go up. If you don't trust yourself, you end up going with the idea of your mentor and end up losing. But if you're able to trust yourself, you should be able to hold on to your analysis and make the most out of it. Okay, so this is just like an extra bonus, but they call the gut analysis. Okay, where you're able to trust yourself. If you've done your analysis, be able to trust your analysis to play out well. If you hit your stop loss, accept your responsibility and move on. Okay, don't be pushing me. Don't say, this analysis it did not work because one news pumped it, or no, or probably you take it and say it did not work because of my boss that did the analysis. No, learn to trust yourself and stop throwing blames. Okay, trust yourself. Right? So let us proceed now. Okay, continually build your conviction. Okay, keep exposing your mind to the possibilities in cryptocurrency, because at some point your conviction will be tested by unfortunate incidences. Now, what are these unfortunate incidences? Probably a huge loss. Continually build your conviction. I know that yes, now for the fact that you took out your money to pay for this particular course, it means you actually believe in cryptocurrency. But trust me, guys, believing in cryptocurrency once is not enough to sustain you. You need to keep on exposing your mind to things that are possible with cryptocurrency. Keep on interacting with people that have made life-changing money from cryptocurrency. Because at some point, as you're trying to build your wealth, you'll be having a series of back-to-back losses. And you begin to doubt this cryptocurrency, just say no be scam. It happens. Like every trader today that is successful, at some point in time, they almost gave up. But what kept them pushing? Because what they kept building their conviction, kept building their belief. They kept exposing themselves to the possibilities of things that the possibilities of or the reality of people that have taken cryptocurrency serious. They kept on seeing people buying private jets, going on all expense paid trips, and those kind of things kept on making them feel okay. If this person can do it, I can also do it, regardless of what I'm facing now. Okay, so keep exposing your mind to the possibility, because the more you keep on exposing yourself, the more healthy your mindset is going to keep on building. The more healthy mindset you keep on building. But if you're this kind of person that they meant you just go and study once and then you leave it, by the time a massive loss will hit you, you easily lose hope. You easily give up. But it seems like now, but there are days that might be very, very down. Maybe I had a very, very rough trading week. But I might still be excited, still posting about cryptocurrency, still talking about cryptocurrency excitedly. Why? Because I've seen what others I've discovered that other people that are successful, other people that I look up to, they went through similar things. But the fact that they went through similar situation, they experienced some form of bad luck, some form of bad trading days, but then they still end up becoming financial successful. I too can do it. So what I'm just going through is just a process. It is just a phase that will pass through. Okay, but imagine if I've not been exposing myself to some of this reality now. I might think maybe I'm the only one that is being this unfortunate. At the end of the day, I'll end up quitting. Whereas it's just the normal thing that's happening in the market. Okay, so seek to continually build your condition. Keep on exposing your mind. Keep on reading about cryptocurrency. Keep on interacting. In fact, see, there was one video I watched about. I think if you want that video, just message me. I sent it to my community before, but if you're joining new, you might not get it. So let me know, and then I'm going to send you that. If you watch that video, your mind will change about cryptocurrency. Even if you've been experiencing loss, but because of watching that video alone, you just feel motivated to go back to trading. Because this man has built an empire for himself from trading. And if you hear his story, it's similar. There's a time he almost gave up, and then he didn't give up. He continued pushing. I don't know. He eventually became financially free. So those kind of stories will keep on building your conviction, right? So keep on exposing yourself to that kind of information. Okay. And that's why document your progress. Documenting your progress helps you identify areas of strength and weakness, so you can work on them, right? Trust me, guys. When you begin to start trading cryptocurrency, it's easy for you to think you're not progressing. When you begin to practice, when you go into advanced TA, you think maybe you're not progressing. But I want you to document your process. Now that you're starting cryptocurrency, but this is like the first video you're watching now, but tell yourself, what can I do? Ask yourself, can I really interpret Opera's chart? If I look at Opera's chart today, do I even know what this guy is saying? It's possible you don't know anything about the chart. Yeah? Right? It say, at this particular date, I started cryptocurrency. I don't even know what support is. I don't even know what resistance is. I don't even know what other block is. I don't even know what this and what. I cannot even read. I cannot even sense about cryptocurrency. Go and write it with the date there. Then as you begin to progress in the course, come back and look at that in your writing. You discover that you've learned some of these things. So for the fact that you've learned some of this, it means you're progressing. But if you're not documenting your progress now, it's going to be difficult for you to know whether you're progressing or not. At the end of the day, you feel as if you're not making so much progress. There's this particular guy in my section, my training group, that this guy is me. I know this guy is progress. I know how this guy started training. Like he basically knew nothing about trading. And then before you know, he began to be able to spot some of his structures very well. But then this guy always comes to me complaining that he's not getting it right. And I'll be like, guy, chill. I don't know that 2 months ago you knew nothing about trading. Like, but look at you today, being able to even talk in traders term. Like you can even go to his chat and do one or two things like that. But because of his yet to fully master the concept, he feels as if he's not making so much progress. Because of what he's comparing his progress to my progress. Me, I've been here for a really long time. Not really long time per se, but let's say 2 years now. Okay, I started taking trading serious 2021, August 2021. Yeah. But when I began to take course properly, I think, okay, yeah, I took even December 2022, I took a course. That was a few months ago when I'm recording this course. I took a course. So that I'm a continuous learner. So I keep on documenting myself because as you're learning from somebody now, it's maybe because of I'm either your age mate or probably you're older than me, and you think maybe you're not making progress. See, calm down, you're making progress, but because of you didn't document yourself, you thought you're not making progress. Like you're underrating the little things that you know. See, for the fact that before you could not even use your TradingView app, and now you can use your TradingView app, it's enough thing for you to pat yourself on the shoulder that you're making progress. Because learning, like I told you, there's a due process. And then you can know that you're actually moving from process one to you're actually moving or making progress is when you document your document everything that you're going through. So just ask yourself, what do I even know about cryptocurrency? Like before you start going proper into the course, ask yourself, what do I even know about cryptocurrency? Then as you begin to progress, begin to document how your progress is going. Only then will you appreciate the fact that what you're not giving up. Because the moment you know that you're making progress, it's easier for you to keep on pushing. You know, at least 1 month ago, I could not do this thing, but for the fact that I could do this now, it means that if I continue, I'm definitely going to become as good as this guy that's teaching me now. It's just like that. Nobody was born with the knowledge. At some point in time, I was actually watching videos teaching about crypto millionaire myself. Even now, I'm still watching videos like that. I'm still watching videos on technical analysis. But in as much as I'm learning, I'm not where I used to be. I've moved far past zero. There was a time that I knew not. In fact, I knew nobody was born with the knowledge. But how am I able to know that I've moved greatly? Because there was a time I could not do what I'm doing today. Imagine me teaching you like this. This was someone that you don't even know anything about cryptocurrency. But now look how I'm teaching you these things fluently. Because of what I've gone through the process, I knew that I would have making. Even if I'm yet to achieve financial freedom, I can talk about financial freedom because I know that I'm in the nearest future, I'm going to attain that status. Not because of a soothsayer or a magician commented that you're going to no, but because of what I'm seeing my progress. My progress is visible, right? So always learn to document your progress, right? So that's also do not overpressure yourself. Okay, do not compare your chapter 1 with someone chapter 10. Allow yourself to go through the learning curve. Okay, someone like I said, this is almost similar to documenting your process. Someone will just come to them and be like, because of you sign up for a crypto training class this week, you're starting to become a guru next week. It doesn't work that way. If you pressure yourself that you want to learn everything on that 1 week, at the end of the day, you end up becoming discouraged. You become frustrated. Because that's what there's a learning curve. Regardless of how much energy you exert into your learning, there's a specific learning curve you must follow. Because this is a complete for some of you, this might be a completely new new discipline. So you need to actually go through the learning curve. Ask yourself, you know how to read today, you know how to listen to me today, you know how to speak English today. Did they born you like that? There was a learning curve. Today by learning the basics, learning how to do as a kid, start learning how to blab, bab, dada, mama, all of those stuff like that. Before you learn how to say your ABCD. From ABCD, you now progress into 2-letter word, 3-letter word, 4-letter word. Then you began to read short sentences. From reading short sentences, you progress into reading complex sentences. From reading, that is how it progresses. So if you try to and this thing happens over time. So if you try to imagine a kid trying to pressure himself to learn how to speak, maybe someone that just born, someone that is 1 year, imagine trying to pressure the parent trying to force the child to learn how to speak before the child gets to 5 years. To end up, the child will be frustrated. The child think maybe he doesn't know anything, not knowing that they're actually what pressuring him. They're not allowing him to actually go through the process of learning. So do not overpressure yourself. If you know me, I'm a fan of I'm a big fan of do not pressure yourself. I know they overwork myself. I know that learning takes time in process. So regardless of how you put so much, it's good to put so much energy. But that's at the back of your mind that the fact of putting so much energy does not mean that the knowledge just come overnight. You need time to master or familiarize some certain concepts. When we begin to talk about market structure and everything, you need time to actually get used to the market structure. If you open your trading view the first day, bam, your eye will start to shake. You go, what is this? God, let me to learn this. It happens like that. But the more you keep on, as time goes on, like you don't force it. As time goes on, you begin to get used to these structures, right? So don't overpressure yourself. Don't say, Opara a young boy now. If Opara can do it, I can do it. Of course you can do it, but does not mean that you're going to do it overnight. You know how long Opara been doing it? You're just starting out, so allow yourself to go through the process, right? So the last one on the list, be a lifelong learner. Okay, don't ever get tired of learning. The money flows, the money flows, the money follows the trend, and the trend changes per time, right? So how do you now catch up with the trend? By being a lifelong learner, like always constantly seeking new knowledge. Like I told you guys now, in as much as I'm already trading and getting results, I still took a course not more than 2 months ago. And as I'm speaking to you now, I was recently talking to one of my guys, Jonathan, and then I told him that I'm going to also go and pay for it because the guy was like you know like I know the guy will like this know they tire you, but that's the kind of mindset I want you guys to have. You be a lifelong learner. The fact you learn from a part does not mean I should stop there. If you see other courses that you're taking, if you see other advanced courses that you feel this course might be of help to me, go and take it. If I tell you guys how many people have taken their course, you'll be like, this guy, you know, they tire you there. But there's joy in knowing that whatever knowledge you're investing in yourself is going to reap, or you're going to reap massively from it in the nearest future. You can never go wrong taking courses to better your trading skills. Don't just say, because of your learn from Opara, you must become, you must, if you don't achieve financial freedom under Opara, there's problem. Yes, it's possible. I'm trying my best, putting so much energy to okay, you master this thing and see good results from it. But it does not guarantee that you're going to get financial freedom from the knowledge I'm giving you. So you might need to seek, of course, like I said, I'm going to direct you guys to some YouTube channels now. I'm trying to help teach you to become a lifelong learner. Because I myself, I might not teach you everything. It's impossible for me to teach you everything. Your entire school time, was it only one teacher that taught you? Even though that one teacher was so good, you needed knowledge from other teachers for you to augment together or put together for you to get the kind of knowledge you have today. So even as the thing you trade into, for you to get some kind of crazy result, you need to be a lifelong learner. Always seek new knowledge. Go on Twitter. See, Twitter is one of the most beautiful places to ever be on now as a trader now. Because there's a lot of like the information coming in back to back. Some of the things I learned today, some of the great people I connected to today, I only met them on Twitter and social media. They were sharing great content. I was reading from them, learning from their experience, and I was adding to my own experience. And of course, I'm also creating content for others to study and become good too. Yeah. So be a lifelong learner. Always seek to have more information that can change your trading game for good. Okay, don't just say because you're paid one particular course, you're paid one particular teacher, you're not going to become. No, it doesn't work that way. Every person you see today, everybody see today did not just learn from one person. What they actually had someone they say where they started from, but they didn't end there. But if you're that kind of person that your mindset say, you must now from now under para you go date, no, you're getting it wrong. I'm not scared or I'm not shy of saying seek for that tutors. Okay, what I'm doing, I'm giving more like the basics. Build on your knowledge. Build on get more knowledge. Of course, before you start getting more knowledge, you must first of all understand where you are now. Then once you say, okay, like I said, the hunger to learn more comes with your desire to learn. The more you desire to learn, the more the hunger you have intensify. Right? So always seek to be a lifelong learner. Right? So this brings us to the end of the section. This is the longest session I intend to have, and then I hope that it makes sense to you. And of course, there are other ways to learn about having an effective trader's mindset, right? So keep on learning, of course, like I said, lifelong learning. Keep on learning how you can develop a healthy mindset. And things that I omitted to say here, you can just go and study them on your own and see how you can help yourself become better. And of course, you can even share with me whatever you find out, and then we can all grow together, right? So see you guys in the next video.